Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the Virus Edition, aka the Pandy Pods,
aka two microphones, no one
home.
Who's home? Yeah.
Aka two bright spots in the damn clinic are the Knights Who Rock with Pam Minnick.
Oh!
Huddletron. Bringing the heat. Thanks, guys, for you just do hashtag AKA Sklar, and then there we go.
Hit us one, because we're at the bottom of our well. We've done as much as we can.
We've done as much as we can. We're out in front
anymore.
We're out in front, so send them our way. Hashtag AKA Sklar on Twitter, and then we'll read them. And we love you guys for doing them. It's so creative. It's so fun, and I love when you call each other out. It's really cool, too. All right, we got a story. Want to jump into this right away. I'll just say this right now. We love our pets.
We love them even more in this pandemic because they can hang with us. And
they're psyched. They're like the only ones that are psyched that we're around.
And they don't grate on our nerves as much as our kids, right?
Yeah,
Am I right about that?
We don't have to tell our dogs to get off the iPad. If you do, then or your cats, maybe.
Get off the couch is like less severe and less stressful than, hey, you got to get in the shower.
They're emotional support beings, Jay.
Instead of emotional roller coasters, which is what our kids are.
We don't have to manage their online school Zooms. We
don't.
don't.
We just have to clean up their poop.
Which is less annoying
than managing an online Zoom class. Am I right?
You're cleaning up a lot of shit in an online Zoom class. I'll just tell you that right now. Emotional shit.
We love our pets.
And we need them right now more than ever. Do you understand? I actually got a second dog in this pandemic. I brought her here one time, and it's like
you leveled up in the dog world.
I leveled up in the dog world, and I'm telling you,
we got to do it. My kids want.
There
it
are
so
moments
badly.
where I'm just like, this was a really good idea. Now, if we started going on the road, it's going to be even harder, and it's harder for a lot of other reasons. But
I want to get a dog that's not a puppy. I think we can do that. That's my goal. All right. But what happens when your pet dog is also your partner and you get laid off, but the dog is asked to keep working?
Yeah.
Well, that is a dilemma that has befallen the hero in this story today. And let's get into it right here. Sadly, and this is a trigger warning, this story does come from the New York Post.
Okay, so there's going to be a lot of bad writing. There's going to be a lot of bad puns.
So if that triggers you,
just want to warn you ahead of time. There's going to be some puns in here that's going to make you want to punch whatever is near you, and that might be your pet. So don't do it.
Barry Myrick is barking mad.
Okay,
there you go. Right out of the gate.
Someone needs to get drop kicked right now.
Just stop it.
You're garbage.
The pest control professional. He's a pest control professional. Is in a fight with his former employer, M&M Environmental.
You can't be called M&M. This is so New York.
Like Marshall Mathers should get in your face and tell you to shut up.
This is so New York.
M&M.
Like, I'm sure it's the same font as on M&M's.
It's M&M. That's M&M's.
Here's the deal. I can't.
Wasn't there a bodega somewhere?
Yeah,
Did Nate Fritzen send us this?
It's a bodega with a picture that said Whole Food.
Whole Food, maybe.
Whole Food.
In the same font. You can't do that.
You just can't
So
do
he's
it.
in a fight with his former employer in Queens, M&M Environmental, over his loyal partner, a bed bug sniffing pit bull mix named Roxy.
By the way, how do you find out that your dog is a bed bug sniffing pit bull?
So let me just reiterate this, okay? The name of the company is M&M.
And they don't sell candy.
They do not sell candy. They're already a disappointment. As I said before,
M&M.
Rapper Eminem should be
He's more mad at them than he is for Snoop.
He's allowed to say,
leaving him off the top 10
take my name
rappers.
out your mouth. He's
That's right.
allowed to say that.
Okay, what did he say?
She's my best friend, said Myrick.
A little too loud. You know, he probably said that at a volume that was a little too loud.
Yeah, we got that.
We
part.
heard. We're right here, man.
You're in a fight with your ex-wife. We get it.
Right.
She's my best friend, said Myrick, who even has a tattoo of Roxy on his leg.
It's not weird at all.
That's not weird.
It's not weird at all. Hey, you have a dog?
There's nothing he can say that can make having a tattoo of this dog on his leg any weirder. Quote, I committed to her long ago and nothing's going to come between me and her.
Okay. Are you married to the dog? I don't understand this right now.
This is borderline sexual harassment.
Imagine if you work somewhere and your coworker, unbeknownst to you,
one day came in with a tattoo of you on their leg.
Okay, please, that you should be able to
and then said a quote to a newspaper, nothing is going to come between him and you.
That, to me, you filed the complaint right there.
Dogs can't file complaints. Myrick, 37.
Single.
Had worked.
I just added that in there.
No.
Oh, okay, fine.
Had worked. I'll get into that later. Had worked with Roxy for 4 years, inspecting commercial and residential properties before he was laid off from the company in March.
Is 4 years a long time, Jay?
That feels short. I don't know.
Long enough to get tattooed?
It's 28 years in dog years.
That's true.
I'm going to say that.
Right.
Okay?
That is. I grant you that.
And 37 both feels too old and too young to get tattoos of your dogs on your legs.
Like if he was a 69-year-old guy, I'd be like, he's got nothing left.
Right.
Give him a tattoo.
24-year-old kid, he's drunk.
He's dumb. He's drunk. Get the thing.
Although the dog has been provided by M&M, which covered her food and veterinary bills, she's lived with Myrick and his wife, Joanna. There's the bombshell.
Joanna, like you didn't want to put my name on your leg. You want to put this dog's. How is this dog that? He said nothing's going to come between him and the dog. Not even his wife, Joanna.
His wife's like, yeah, he really does love that dog. Like she's backing it up. Since he fetched Roxy from a dog training facility in Florida. So they would keep receipts in my mind. So this is what I'm guessing.
They would keep receipts and then say how much the veterinary costs and the food and all that stuff. And then they
would
submit it.
And they would let M&M foot that bill.
Yeah.
That feels fishy.
What feels fishy is that he's got a wife.
Right. With how much he talks about this damn dog.
The way he talks about the dog.
I mean, I get wanting someone else to pay for stuff.
Sure.
But this is going to hurt your claim of the dog later down the line when you want to say it's your dog
with me.
If you're accepting their money to pay for the dog, then you're not going to have as much of a claim over the dog.
You don't have a leg that is peeing to stand on.
You don't have a lifted leg to stand on. M&M also paid for the dog's training.
Damn.
So basically, Myrick paid for nothing.
Right. Okay.
The pair have been inseparable, enjoying hiking trips to Bear Mountain and vacations in Woodstock ever since.
Did M&M pay for that too?
Well, that feels sweet, and it also feels creepy.
Yeah, and I'm sure his wife was not allowed to come on those things.
Can I come on this hiking
Nope.
trip? No, this is just me and Roxy.
Let me answer your question with a question. Are you tattooed on my leg?
Yeah.
Everybody who's tattooed on my leg,
Come
hop
on,
in the car right
hiking.
now.
We're going up to Woodstock for a hiking trip. Everyone, me and everyone who's tattooed on my leg. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear more quotes and try to understand this poor woman in this marriage, because I feel like she is the one who gets hurt the worst, more than the guy who's not allowed to get his dog back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Of course, we always mention it. If you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets.
Please
Live
do.
Dumb People
It's
Town.
so much fun.
February 27th, Saturday night, 6:30 West Coast time, 9:30 East Coast time. Jack Black, JB, the best. I love him so much. Open Mike Eagle is going to do the music. He's going to do a sick version of the Dumb People Town theme song. Very excited about that. And then we'll announce who's going to be the next one. And then we're doing a stand-up show on March 20th. Nowhere Comedy Club. Get your tickets for that. Let's sell that thing out.
We haven't done a stand-up show in so long. If you're a supporter of our stand-up, it's a great way to hang with us for a night of stand-up comedy. We'll have some great guests on the show. We might do some Q&A. It's going to be super fun. So
we might do some QAnon. So who knows?
Okay.
And also get the stereo app. Guys, today at 3 p.m. West Coast time, we're doing a stereo conversation. You can leave voicemails. We can talk about whatever you want. Talk about this dog. I don't care. We talk about how the M&M company and how you feel about it. Whatever you guys want to talk about,
What's
is so
the
much
name
fun.
of the environmental company? Skittles? That's the name of the environmental company?
Skittles.
That says it? Okay.
Reese's Pieces.
Okay.
So we'll see you at 3
When
p.m.
we left, there's a guy, 37 years old, last name Myrick. Barry Myrick. Barry Myrick.
Little Barry Myrick.
Little Barry Myrick is
You know.
37 years old. He's more in love with the dog than he
He's
is
got
his
a
wife
nice
Joanna,
little
but I'm not
doggy.
one to push into that
He's
relationship.
got it. Did he bring the doggy up hiking?
This is what Barry Myrick said. Okay, quote. She's part of our family.
More than Joanna, probably.
His wife. Kidding, but he was thinking it.
You knew he was
definitely
thinking
it.
He was rubbing the tattoo as he said it.
This is the closest to kids we'll have, said Myrick, who doesn't plan to have children. And we know why. He doesn't plan to have children. Did you ask Joanna?
Well, I was going to say, this comment right here just shut the door on a discussion they've been having for the last 5 years.
And he probably, for the first time, said that to the newspaper.
That's right.
Said it to the New York Post.
She's hearing it for the first time.
She's like, this is news to me.
right.
When he says the closest to kids, he means
with him and his wife, or with him and Roxy. I
which
don't know.
is it? Like, because I don't think him and Roxy can have kids.
This is the closest we'll ever have to kids. Now, puppies, that's another story.
Right. You're like, hey, what are you talking about?
I don't think Roxy can have kids.
But things turned rough.
Okay,
RUFF.
New York Post.
RUFF.
This reminds me that the New York Post is writing this. Just
You're
shut up.
simply the worst,
You
New
need
York
to
Post.
stop.
Shut
Everything
the hell
needs.
up.
Someone turn the presses off.
When not long after the pandemic started, he chose to be laid off rather than pivot and work for M&M as a COVID cleaner without Roxy.
Okay.
So they
offered him.
Believe me, I want to hate companies. I
Me
want to
too.
hate the big guy.
Me too,
And
but
root for the little guy. That's
They
in our
offered
soul.
him a pivot job within the company, but without the dog, and he said no. Now I understand how much.
Which,
you
by
love
the way,
him.
I'm sure Joanna was like, psyched at the prospect of him not working with this dog.
That's right.
This little bitch who's like taking his husband away.
That's right. You're choosing to get laid off instead of pivoting because you love the dog. You love the dog more than you love providing for me.
Okay, well, I want to be on his side, but he's making it rough.
Ruff. God damn it, New York Post. Look what you
you're
did.
You're into us.
You've infected us with this.
He returned his company vehicle, credit cards, and equipment, but not his pup partner, with whom he is now sleeping because his wife, quote unquote, needs her space.
That was not put in the article, but
that's what
we can
believe.
assume.
On June 25th, Eminem sent a letter to Myrick calling the dog company property and demanding that she be returned immediately. Oh, snap.
Yeah.
He should have paid for the food.
Drop her in the night slot if you have to.
When Myrick refused, Eminem pursued legal action, reporting that Roxy was stolen and leading the Queens District Attorney's Office to slap Myrick with charges of grand larceny.
I mean, what do you call that?
How is this woman still married to Myrick? That's what I call it. I call Joanna like...
So for anyone who can't find a husband or wife, this guy found somebody.
Yeah. Still refusing to give up Roxy, Myrick in August surrendered to the New York Police Department.
Spent 15 hours in jail.
Which I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. You mean your wife? Because she is kind of your worst enemy in your life, whether you want to admit it or not. God, she's got to be. He went on to explain that he shared a cell with some 20 others. The stories I heard were unreal. Someone beat their stepdad with a baseball bat.
It was a stepdad.
Yeah,
I mean, let's not go. It's
possibly,
still bad.
Possibly had it coming to him.
Yeah, you never know.
Myrick said, I couldn't tell anyone I was there for a puppy.
Well, yeah. I mean, at least you made the right decision
Dude,
there.
I'm sure they would have backed off you had you simply explained that you want to have sex with your dog more than your wife.
Or you showed them the tattoo of the dog on your leg and said, no one's going to come between me and this dog.
It's like,
everyone's going to be like, okay.
Whoa,
okay.
Animal, bestiality.
Right, sure.
Eminem told the Post in a statement that the company always intended to rehire Myrick and that the managers expected he would return to work by June, but Myrick had moved from Brooklyn to Philadelphia in May.
Took the dog with him.
And says he would not have left the city if he believed he would have gotten his job back. This guy's trying to take this dog and run.
This is taking your dog on the run.
As he needed to get Roxy as far away from Eminem as possible so he could keep her in his life as a wedge in his marriage.
He did not say that, but we added that in there.
I added that part. All right. He admitted to the Post that in 2016, he signed a contract that said if I were to be terminated or if I were no longer working there, I would have to return Roxy. Way to bury the lead, New York Post.
I love that you're making puns, New York Post.
Case closed, dummy. That's the whole thing.
You signed a contract. You broke the contract.
You didn't pay for the dog. You didn't pay for the dog's training.
You didn't pay for its food.
You signed a contract for it. Just because you got a tattoo of the dog and you're using the dog as a wedge between you and your sad wife, you don't get to keep the dog.
There is no love loophole here.
What did you expect?
But he alleged that Eminem forfeited his claim to her when the company laid him off and didn't ask for her back.
They could have been like, we did ask her, but you hung up the phone before we could ask for the dog back. Is that a legal argument? I didn't hear them say it, so you can't prove that I heard them.
I call no givebacks.
I call no givebacks will not stand up in the court of law. It just won't.
I don't know.
For now, a Queens judge citing prior divorce case custody rulings is letting Myrick keep Roxy until the case is settled, which he's going to have to give it back.
And he's going to have a divorce proceeding on his hands after he loses Myrick.
Because of his creepy relationship with his partner dog.
Exactly.
Eminem, however, said Roxy is a working dog, and this is a case of ownership, not custody.
Oh, my God.
Their lawyer, Gary Port, said that per the 2016 contract, the company owns Roxy, noted that training a dog like her can cost $15,000. My client did not give this guy a gift of $15,000. He's going to have to give the dog back.
You're going to have to give the dog back.
Port
Once you put a price on that, you got to give him back.
Port added, we're almost at the end here, which I just can't believe this. Myrick insists that Roxy, who came from a troubled background, wouldn't bond with another trainer. How do you know that?
Yeah.
You don't know that. She's not a golden retriever who will be happy-go-lucky with just anyone, he said. She has eyes for no one else.
Creepy.
Jesus.
So creepy.
Myrick, Barry, you're a man.
You got to stop saying this stuff out loud.
To the New York Post. Loved ones have tried to convince him to walk away. My family said, give the dog back.
He can't quit the dog.
You'll get another one.
The mountain done got him good.
But I've emptied out my bank account, spent time in jail. What else can they throw at me? I'll fight this to the end.
Just because they've thrown a lot at you doesn't mean you should fight this to the end. You're wrong.
Your family is not even in your corner, Myrick. This is not good. Look, I get I get loving a dog. I get not wanting to give it back.
But you also can't sexualize a dog. Once you start doing that, it's over.
That's not making a great case for you.
The pandemic, like the NBA finals in 7, it exposes all your weaknesses.
It's turning our loneliness back on ourselves. He's in a marriage, but he's still lonely. He loves this dog.
The pandemic, if we can say it, is for the dogs. God damn it, New York.
We'll show ourselves out. That's a show.
That's how we do it, guys. Stay connected, stay protected. Don't get infected.
This is not a hoax.
But we have got the damn jokes. We'll see you tomorrow. Wear a mask. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow. La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da.